At Levi's Stadium. Today, boy, what a matchup. Two NFL franchises with so much history, so much tradition, getting set to do battle here. As it'll be the Chicago Bears taking on the San Francisco 49ers. The first quarter of the season already in the rearview mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. And this one over the back line of the end zone. Well, they definitely don't want to give him a shot at returning it. That's obvious. So the ball will come out to the 30. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll run. Here's the rookie out of Clemson. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. You look at this Niner defense. It's quite a unit. Number 1 in the NFL against the pass.
Yeah, defending the pass hasn't been an issue for them. It's been stopping the run. And if they don't stop the run, they can't get back to their strength, which is guarding against the air attack.
Here's Williams. They'll get this out quickly to Odunze. They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it. And now it's 3rd and 4. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage.
Picked off by Fred Warner. Now inside the 25. And into the end zone. A pick 6 for the 49er D as they score a touchdown. The call is to go for 1 and kick the extra point. And the 49ers grab a 7-0 lead.
That's the score. Niners 7, Bears nothing.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. This defense for the Niners, they were terrific a week ago in the win over Seattle.
This defense certainly has a lot to be proud of coming off of last week's game, because when you only give up 14 points in a contest, you give your team a great chance to win. The best defense in the league.
And the Niners get there and bring him down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. Here comes the Bears punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. This is fielded at the 27. A solid punt, but also a nice return there of 14 yards. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. Purdy going to lead the 49ers to the line, 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Get set, get set.
The first carry here for Jordan James. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. You look at this Bears defense. They're squarely in the middle of the pack against the run this year, number 16 in the NFL.
They're not an elite unit. They're not, as what you'd say, the top part of the league against the run. They're a solid group, though. They do a good job. What they're looking for in this one, though, is an elite performance.
Back to throw, Purdy. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
Well, that's a defense coordinator's got to be happy with that result. They took away all options downfield and forced the incompletion.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Now Purdy. He finds his man complete. That's Watkins. And he is going to have the Niners first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
15 yards on the play.
And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Here's a 2nd and 8.
Get set, get set. Stop.
Here's Purdy. He finds his man complete. That's Myers. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 31-yard line. 12 yards there as they move the chains. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Outside. Out.
First carry for Christian McCaffrey. And he is going to lose yardage here. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. Purdy from the gun. Connects with Kittle underneath. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
They got to get it to the 21 here on 3rd down. Purdy will set up to throw it here. He's got his target. That's complete. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. That's good for a first down, his 2nd catch of the opening drive. And no question, this is exactly how they wanted to start this football game. And nice pass there. Now they're set up beautifully, Charles, to finish this off with a touchdown.
Yeah, but they've still got to finish it off, partner, and that means they've got to execute at this stage of the field. So we've seen many teams march it.
Jordan James with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the 49ers go up by 2 touchdowns. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll make the score 14-0.
14. Bears nothing.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. He's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt.
26-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. He's going to air one out. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And the 49ers are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line.
Well, to me, it's pretty simple, and it's fairly obvious, isn't it? He's got to start making better decisions with the ball.
That's now 2 interceptions in the first quarter. After interception number 1, there was a long talk on the sideline. And now he's made another mistake.
Yeah, he's just been kind of laying these passes out there. He's kind of been floating them a little bit. He's got to be more decisive in his reads and definitely more decisive in throwing the ball. Rifle it in there every now and then.
And credit the tackle to Brandon Jones. Those are the plays this defense needs with the deficit they're facing.
It certainly is, and they've got to continue to swarm the football and hope that someone, while they're holding up the ball carrier, can get in there and rake it and lock it free. They need to get some takeaways as well.
2nd and 10.
Get set, get set. Up.
Play action, and now here's Purdy to throw it. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Purdy now to throw. And that will be incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
And this will be taken at the 13. 45 yards, that's what the punt goes for. 5 on the return. And the Bears take over. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
To the air, Williams. A pass complete to Odunze. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down. 3rd and 2. Throwing is Williams. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. They give him 27 yards on the third down conversion. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. To throw, Williams. That's caught left side, Burden. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helped to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
They'll go play action here with Williams. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
So this is what happens when you throw interceptions. That confident veneer that you have, it's chipped away a little bit. Maybe a little bit gun-shy throwing it around.
Yeah, underthrowing him there, and you're right. Those interceptions may be in the back of his mind. To throw once more, here's Williams. And they'll find the open man. That's complete. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 30. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
A gain of 11 on the play. First down, Chicago.
Looking to throw is Williams. Looking deep downfield. And incomplete on the deep ball.
They've had multiple opportunities on offense and still haven't scored any points. Felt like they wanted to loosen things up, throw it downfield, and see if maybe they could get a big play and a quick strike.
In motion comes the tight end left. Now a handoff up the middle. Hancock. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball in this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
To throw, it's Williams. That is caught. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 15-yard line. Third catch for him on this drive alone, and it'll give him a first down.
How about a nod to the sequence of plays they're putting together here? This has been death by 1,000 paper cuts on this drive. But this is one of their best plays yet, and they're able to move it down into the red zone.
He'll get that complete to his tight end Connect.
Only able to gain a couple there, and it'll be second down.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
The interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19.
Michael Williams.
Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Williams looking to do it himself.
He's got it. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0.
1st and goal, Chicago.
This is 1st and goal, and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. They'll try to run this one in. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down.
5-yard line.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. A great play there with touchdown number 8 on the year.
And the Bears have got it back to within a score.
Cairo Santos on to try the extra point. And that one makes it 14-7.
Makes the score Niners 14, Bears 7. Cairo Santos to kick off for Chicago.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
41-yard line.
You see Purdy, he's going to shift him around.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw.
This one complete to Jerry Jeudy.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
That's another 49er 1st down.
Throwing here, Purdy.
And this one is incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another 1st down.
Now a 2nd and 10. Purdy sets up to throw again.
This is caught inside the 15. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half.
1st down. 1st and goal at the 7-yard line.
Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5.
Get set, get set. Line around up. H-Row, corner.
exchange. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9.
Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts.
So as they talk it over, we step aside.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far, they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal.
They go play action here. Purdy. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it.
And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal.
Yellow. Get set. Get set. Up. I need this. Yellow. Yellow.
Purdy looking to throw.
And he takes a shot on the release, as this will be incomplete.
Well, it's been a tough go for them. These guys have been driving down the field, but defensively, once they got their backs to the goal line, turned up the pressure, that's going to lead to a 4th down. Well played.
So a long drive gets them down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
And he'll weave all the way up to just a few yards shy of midfield. A great return.
Now that's the kind of return you're looking for. To get to that spot on the field, that allows you to do a lot of things on offense.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
And with great starting field position up near the 50, they might be one completion away from stealing a late field goal here.
And this one complete to Smith. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot.
Here's Williams.
This is Smith to the ground. Now a timeout called with 3 seconds to go. And, of course, they're in field goal range in the final seconds of this first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. Santos' kick is up and through. And that will do it for this first half.
17. Bears 10.
One touchdown is the difference. 17-10 our score, and we are back underway on EA Sports.
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought
and that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, 49ers.
Christian McCaffrey,
his first touchdown on the year.
And the 49ers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
I don't think you can get any more efficient or tidy, whatever word you want to use in that. Man, one play, 75 yards end zone.
Yeah, efficient, tidy, excellent words. How about explosive? 75 yards, one play. That means everyone handled their assignment, doesn't it? It doesn't just mean that the defense broke down. They really executed the way that was drawn up on the whiteboard. Big-time play, big-time result.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
Their own 29-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
Well, the opposition laid down the challenge and opening drive touchdown here to start the second half. And, Charles, now you feel like this group needs to get an answer because this all of a sudden is a two-score game.
Yeah, you're right about that. What was a small, manageable spread to overcome? A little bit more daunting now. I think you're exactly right. Pressure is on because you don't want them getting the ball back with a chance to really extend this lead out.
From the shotgun, a throw for Williams.
Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
And that's the kind of play this offense needs to maybe kick them into gear a little bit. They've been stuck in neutral much of the game. Perhaps that can give them a little bit of confidence that big plays are out there.
And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47.
13-yard gain yet again, just like last play.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
He's got this complete to Burden.
He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
Now, I'm not putting him in the Hall of Fame, but if you look at the great linebackers in history, they all have that ability to innately sense where a play is going, sometimes even before the ball snapped, and they're there, and they end up making the play.
2nd and 11.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down. We're backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Williams from the gun on third down. He's got his target. That's complete.
And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 24-yard line. That's a third down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play.
Bears first down. 24-yard gain on the play. And the Bears first down.
Throwing again here, Williams. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself.
And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. A great effort there. He scored on the ground and through the air.
And the Bears are back within a score. So a strong drive here to lead off this third quarter and gets them right back in this football game.
And I think we can safely call that a statement drive because they had to be saying, we have put our best foot forward in the first half, but we certainly mean business now. Maybe a better term, a prove-it drive. They proved it to themselves that they were ready to go.
And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
Take over first and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true. Last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
On the ground, it's James. Getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. He'll get a dozen there, and it's a first down, 49ers.
Well, they've certainly been successful throwing it around in this game. That's allowed them to move the ball on offense. But I've got to tell you, to watch them run the football and successfully, I'm not taking sides. But to see the ball in a running back's hands, oh, that's football for me.
Jalen Johnson up to make the tackle.
In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Second down and 8.
Outside, yellow. 18, watch out.
This time they'll throw it. Here's Purdy.
And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack.
Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Oh, a tough situation to overcome here. 3rd and 17.
Now a draw play to McCaffrey. And they'll bring him down right at midfield, and he is well short of the first down. Here comes the 49ers punter now. He'll boot it away from about his 35. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. And no return here. This one's going inside the 15 to the 12-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And this will be gathered up in the end zone, and that's a defensive touchdown. This was a close game. They needed a little breathing room, or they got it right there on that return for a touchdown.
Yeah, we would say that this could be huge. Forget it. It was huge. Gave him a comfortable lead.
The extra point splits the uprights, and the lead now up to 14.
And a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And let's just say they're going to be looking to start over on this drive. A few moments ago, they were in the exact situation, but their first play led to a fumble that was returned for 6.
Yeah, you definitely have to have a short memory to play in the NFL. You got to remember what you did wrong so you don't repeat it. But you can't dwell on it because then you will repeat it, and that's what you don't want to do.
Back to throw now on first down.
And that one too wide and incomplete.
Now we're going to get a stoppage. Appears to be an injured Bear on the field.
2nd and 10 here as we roll along in quarter number 3 from Santa Clara.
And they'll send the tight end in motion here. And now the first throw for the backup quarterback.
Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Niners are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield.
When the rookie QB gets his first touchdown pass, that's one you put in the trophy case. First career interception, that's going to be one he wants to forget.
Yeah, and he's not going to go ask for the football, right? No. Yeah, you can keep that one. The key for him, what does he learn from it? When he watches the tape, does he have an answer right now where he already understands what mistake he made? That's what the coaches are going to want to know, and that's what they'll grill him on and see how he grows from it.
That good for 22 and a first down.
And the 49ers first down. 1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
And they won't be able to run another play. Time has expired on this 3rd quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here in Santa Clara. It's 49er football here. They've got the lead as well as we get set to start the 4th and final quarter.
Get set. Get set. Time around, son.
Right back to him on first down. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Oh, a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. He'll get 17 on that one, and the Niners have a first down.
And the 49er first down. 1st and 10 at the 11-yard line.
Purdy. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
When you run in the slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
Outside.
Here's James. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. 55 yards rushing for him now to this point. The offense on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This time they face a 3rd and 2.
What's up?
Purdy now to throw. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Coaches talk about it all the time. Players talk about it as well. Excellent job staying disciplined in coverage and making that stop. Inside the red zone, every stop like that could be preventing a possible touchdown.
And his kick is indeed good. And that will extend their lead even further. So that almost certainly the final piece to this puzzle, a 3-score lead. I don't think there's any coming back from there.
But, you know, normally I'd get on you for giving up on the game right here, but I do think you're right in this case. This late in the game, 2 scores is tough enough. 3, I'm with you. That seems out of the question.
And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. Underneath to Allen. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
Only a gain of 3 on the play, and it's 2nd down. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. Touchdown, Chicago! A big play there. His 3rd touchdown of the game, 10th on the year. And the Bears have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Santos with the extra point. And the lead is trimmed down to 10.
34. Bears 24. Santos to kick off portion.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 35-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
And for the defense, this is a spot where you don't want to totally sell out to stop the run. but you do have a pretty good idea of what you're going to see. And that's good work right there to keep them in check on that first down carry.
So from the 37, here's a 2nd and 8. Purdy from the gun. Over the middle, complete to Judy. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the 4th, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
Purdy will set up to throw it here.
He finds his man, complete. It's Myers. And he goes down, but not before getting us inside the 25. Good work after the catch, going to net him 23 and a first. And looking to put this game on ice in the 4th quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy, throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
They run it with James. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
Bobby Okereke making that tackle.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Back to throw, Purdy. Throw right side is going to be caught by Judy. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. The Niners passing game in sync now. They've got another first down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
Get set, get set. Yellow, team, watch out. Yellow.
That one looks like he'll throw here. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19.
Now Purdy.
They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
But looked like the defense, they were ready for that one.
Really left him almost no room to work after catching the ball. He could throw every move in the book at him. They were there, and they tackle him for a loss.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. Now the Bears will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still 8 up time, got points, so that's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
Here's 1st and 10.
They'll try and start this drive in the air.
Throw right side, take it in by Odunze. Here's 2nd down.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2. At the 40.
Back to throw.
And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
And let's face it, this defense has had its share of struggles all game long, and they know that they can put it all behind them if they defend well here in the 2-minute drill. Excellent coverage right there to force the incompletion.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
This crowd turning up the decibel level. It's 3rd and long.
They'll drop to throw.
That is caught.
And able to pick up the first across midfield to the 47.
It's a gain of 20. That's good for a Bears first down.
Again, he'll drop to throw.
He'll look middle here and get it to Odunze. Well, there's still hope, but it's dwindling fast. No timeouts left. They need 2 scores still. 1st and 10 here.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Back to throw again.
Oh, Odunze wide open. It's complete. Here's 1st and goal. Now they'll change things up.
At the 4-yard line.
They'll look to throw again.
Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it.
And this is caught for a touchdown. So hang on now. Things just got a little bit more interesting here in the final minute. Showed some of his improv skills there, getting flushed out of the pocket but still able to make the throw for the score.
So that means he's not a method actor?
No.
Because with the improv means break character when you need to. And in the NFL, when you have those guys chasing you, sometimes you have to break character in a big way. But I love the fact that he stayed downfield, kept his eyes up, and made the play. How many rookies do that well?
25 seconds to go. A must recover if they're going to have any chance. And it's the 49ers who recover it, and that ought to just about do it. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though now this one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
So the victory here for San Francisco, and we talked so much about the turnover battle determining who wins and who loses. This game, no exception. They didn't turn the ball over at all, and they go on to victory.
They look like a smooth operation in this one, didn't they? Because you look at every facet of the game, they handled their business. Offense took care of the football, converted it into points.